Now on 4 News Now at 6, it's a weather alert day. The Arctic air is moving out, but we have a winter storm moving in as we head into the holiday weekend. We have team coverage tonight on how it will impact your travel plans.
And delays and cancellations are creating a Christmas travel nightmare for thousands across the U.S. Hear the frustration from those trying to fly in and out of Spokane. And Spokane police are going all out to stop thieves at one local store. See firsthand how they're cracking down on shoplifters in a 4 News Now exclusive. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. We have another winter storm on the way that will create all kinds of chaos for airlines and drivers heading into one of the busiest travel weekends of the year. And because of the storm, our team of weather experts have declared tomorrow another weather alert day. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Aaron Luna has the night off. We have team coverage tonight to help you plan your holiday around the snow. We start with Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to see how much snow we're going to get.
Well, we do have some light to moderate snow expected tomorrow. The heavier snow between 4 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon. Prime travel time around the region. Now, of course, these snowfall totals are falling on already icy and snow-packed roads. 2 to 4 in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, 3 to 6 in the central panhandle. If you're heading over Lookout Pass, expect more. Heavier snow down on the Palouse and some snow and ice down in the Tri-Cities. As you head toward the Cascades, it goes up to a winter storm warning. Heavy snow and freezing rain expected over Snoqualmie Pass. It's also cold, but we are starting to warm up. Here's a look at our current temperatures. It's 1 in Spokane, 2 below right now in Coeur d'Alene, 0 in Sandpoint. This is probably about as cold as it's going to get. We may drop a degree or 2 this evening, and then we'll slowly start warming up overnight. We are still dealing with wind chill issues. It feels like it's 13 in Spokane, 20 below wind chill in Sandpoint and Coeur d'Alene. This is an improvement over this morning. I'll have those numbers for you coming up later in the news. We have a wind chill advisory. It's replaced our warning for dangerously cold wind chills. We still have the potential for 20 below wind chill, and that continues until 11 o'clock on Friday. This evening, as you head out, as I mentioned, our temperature will actually begin creeping up at some point this evening with overcast conditions. Then those clouds are going to start producing snow, freezing rain, and eventually just rain next week. I'll have your 7-day forecast coming up later in the broadcast. Kirsten?
Chris, thank you. To get the most up-to-date information from our team of weather experts on this storm, be sure to download the 4 News Now weather app and turn on push notifications. They will be sending out important weather alerts straight to your phone. Today's one of the busiest air travel days of the year, and people at the Spokane airport are already dealing with delays and cancellations. According to FlightAware, 23 flights have been delayed today, with 5 being canceled altogether. Our team coverage continues tonight at 6 with Bronte Saratsky live at the airport. She's been talking with travelers all day. Bronte?
Well, Kirsten, frustrated and tired is how travelers say they feel after facing delay after delay, either trying to get to Spokane or trying to get out.
Yeah, I'm going home now. I'm not going to wait anymore.
After dealing with multiple delays, some travelers are just giving up.
I've been here since 5. We boarded at 7. We went out on the tarmac, got brought back in because the plane was froze, and have been sitting here since.
According to FlightAware, 23 flights at the Spokane airport have been delayed Thursday. Chris Holt is one of the many people trying to figure out what to do next. He's trying to get to Seattle to visit family, but says he worries about the roads.
No, because the pass is not good either, so just have to figure it out later on.
Weather is causing airports across the state and region to delay and even cancel flights ahead of Christmas.
My flight from Wenatchee got canceled again, so I ended up driving to Spokane so I could catch a flight directly home to Boise instead of having to go through Seattle and deal with delays.
Now Luke Mays, a travel nurse from Boise, is just trying to get home for Christmas.
Eventually I'm going to be home. If I have to, I can drive. It's not that far. Roads have been pretty decent from Wenatchee to here. Haven't seen any slide-offs or any issues on the roadways. Just hopeful and glad that this flight wasn't canceled and I get home.
Mays, who constantly travels for work, says he's seen how hectic the Seattle airport is, having just been there Monday.
A lot of full flights right now, really full.
Now he and so many others are just trying to make it home for the holidays. And if you plan on flying out of the Spokane airport or out of any regional airport, it's a good idea to keep track of FlightAware or the airline's websites for the latest delays and cancellations. Reporting live from inside the Spokane airport, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Bronte, thank you. And because of the Arctic blast, airlines have already canceled more than 1,000 flights for tomorrow, with 120 of those going in and out of SeaTac. Many airlines issued waivers to allow travelers to change their itineraries without penalty for passengers whose flights are still on schedule. The TSA recommends arriving at the airport early, but be ready for possible changes. Meteorologist Matt Gray rounds out our team coverage tonight on this weather alert day to find out why airlines aren't taking any chances.
And especially here in the Northwest, Kirsten, things are going to get worse before they get better. Arctic blast overtaking pretty much the entire center third of the country. On either side, we've got some pretty stormy weather as that cold air interacts with, well, some more normal feeling temperatures around the region. You look out to the east and the big Midwest airports, they're getting snowed in right now. It's a big mess up in the Northeast. So if you're headed across country, you got to deal with that. And here with another storm coming in on our side of the country, well, things, as I said, going to get worse before they get better. Taking a little zoom in and looking at the airport delays around the region. Yeah, Chicago, bad as usual. And this thing is only going to keep going as we get into the busier travel times tonight and then into tomorrow. Looking around the Pacific Northwest, airport delays have been all right thus far, but I do think that's going to change pretty quickly. You can see those pink colors moving into the Portland area. That is mixed precipitation. It'll start as sleet. It's going to move to freezing rain. In Seattle, it's going to start as snow, and it's going to move to freezing rain, and they're expected to see some pretty decent ice accumulations. Ice in airplanes, as people traveling out of Spokane this morning felt, do not mix. And so things are probably going to slow to a crawl, if not stop altogether, maybe one or multiple times at both of those airports. And of course, when one airport stops, it ripples across the entire flight network, especially to some of these smaller airports like ours that have to feed into some of those larger terminals. That snow comes in the morning. That'll slow down even further at the Spokane airport. And so overall, it is going to be a huge mess as we head into tonight, tomorrow, with maybe some improvement as we get into Friday afternoon. That's just up in the skies. In the next half hour, we'll talk more about what will be going on the roads for the next couple days. Kirsten?
Matt, thank you. New information tonight coming from the University of Idaho as the search for a killer continues in Moscow. U of I saying it is planning for added safety measures after 4 students were found dead in an off-campus house on November 13th. Those safety measures include more on-campus security guards, additional police patrols in neighborhoods close to campus, several workshops related to safety awareness and self-defense, and bringing in experts to assess the safety of campus sororities and fraternities. A killer has not been named by detectives, and the murder weapon still has not been found. Moscow police continue searching a database of thousands of white Hyundai Elantras like the one you see on your screen, because they say a vehicle that looks like the stock footage was seen in the area around the time of the murders. They're still trying to track down that Elantra. They say the driver or passengers may have information vital to the case. If you have any information about the Elantra or any other tips, send an email to the address on your screen or call the investigations tip line at 208-883-7180. In Pullman, WSU has released the name of the officer who shot and killed a man threatening to kill his 2 roommates earlier this month. The school says Police Sergeant Bray Boyd killed a 36-year-old named Brent Kopaka in an off-campus apartment. Boyd is currently on administrative leave, which is standard procedure following the use of deadly force. Kopaka was a veteran who suffered a traumatic brain injury in Afghanistan and had severe PTSD, according to his family. Still ahead on 4 News Now at 6, police say retail theft is up 40% from last year. How they're cracking down on shoplifters. And move over Rudolph. This small town in Alaska brings new meaning to the term holiday lights and saves a baby's life. Coming up on 4 News Now.
Track live radar on the 4 News Now weather app.
Save your green!
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
This week on Svengoolie.
Well, you can just call us Bud and Lou.
And you're meeting an invisible guy?
Now, don't give me that invisible stuff again.
It's Abbott and Costello meet the Invisible Man on the next Svengoolie.
I hope my mother don't see me.
Saturday night at 8 on MeTV 4.2.
The holidays are for making memories, and you can count on Honda to help you make them. Whether it's in a capable Ridgeline, adventurous CR-V, a rugged Passport, or a dynamic Pilot, start making memories of your own with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
The biggest Tempur-Pedic event of the year is on right now at More Furniture. Your best night's rest is available at an incredible value. Choose the Tempur-Pedic that suits your sleep style and outfit your bed with a free set of sheets, mattress protector, and 2 free Tempur-Pedic pillows. We'll also remove your old mattress with free white glove delivery of your new one. Plus, you can take a full 72 months to pay with interest-free financing. Don't wait. The biggest Tempur-Pedic sale of the year is on now. Only at More Furniture for Less.
Every holiday season, Marine Corps Reserve Toys for Tots collects thousands of toys for less fortunate children during the Christmas holidays.
We're thankful for all our donations and all our wonderful volunteers who bring joy to children during our 75th anniversary of Toys for Tots.
Numerica Credit Union is honored to partner with organizations like Toys for Tots as they work to enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
This is the sound of a generation rising above. The Commemorative Air Force honors the heroes of yesterday while educating and inspiring the heroes of tomorrow. Learn more at commemorativeairforce.org.
Well, stores are busy right now, and so are thieves. Spokane police say retail theft is up nearly 40% from this time last year. They're wrapping up a retail emphasis patrol later tonight to catch shoplifters. And our Esther Bauer has an exclusive look at some of their busts.
Yeah, that's going to be him.
The operation is complex. Officers on the outside, loss prevention on the inside, with everyone keeping their eyes peeled for people who aren't planning to pay.
People are committing these acts more frequently, they're happening more often, and people aren't even trying to cover their tracks.
SPD has a list of people they're looking for on these patrols, chronic offenders who are suspected of making off with thousands of dollars in merch.
These types of thefts, the dollar amount that's being lost, really does have a negative impact on members of our community.
It's really a team effort to catch these thieves. Officers wait in the parking lot like we are now. Loss prevention lets them know when a thief is on the move.
What did he steal?
Like this guy, trying to get away with bags full of stuff police suspect he didn't buy.
We just got a call from Burlington Coat Factory that had this gentleman in there stuffing a bag and stealing some items. So they gave a really good description. We were outside waiting for him.
Waiting for someone police know all too well.
Immediately recognized him as somebody that we've arrested multiple times, have a lot of cases on. He's a chronic offender for us.
SPD says theft is on the rise and criminals are testing the limits.
The trend we're seeing is that increasing level of brazenness where people will fill up a cart and just walk out of a store.
SPD arrested around 15 suspected shoplifters in the past 2 days, with more emphasis patrols planned for the near future.
And if you're still out doing some last-minute holiday shopping, make sure to hide any valuables or gifts in your car. Thieves are not just targeting stores, and cars are another easy location they can hit. Reporting in Spokane, Esther Bauer, 4 News Now.
Your forecast for Friday, it's going to be a tricky one on the roads, whether you're just heading to the mall or crossing the state. We're going to see snow throughout the day, a high temperature of 18 degrees, warmer than today, and the warming trend continues in the 7-day forecast, but so do the travel troubles I'll have details after the break.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Salvation Army of Spokane Red Kettle Christmas Campaign.
Home. It's both a place and a feeling. At yours, you strive to make new memories, create traditions, share stories, find the fun, embrace the surprises, and celebrate moments big and small. Memories are made at home, in every room, in every moment. Make your house feel like home at the Tin Roof.
If only there was a place in the morning to start my day. With a smile, somewhere to help me get in the know. Oh wait, there is. Bring your friends. Good morning, America. GMA 7A. Now that's how you start your day.
Hello, I'm Diamond Dan Clark.
And I'm Jeweler Jane.
And we're from Clark's Diamond Jewelers in beautiful downtown Coeur d'Alene.
Our famous snow promotion is back for Christmas.
If it snows 5 inches or more in 24 hours on January 7th, 2023, all purchases made at Clark's between November 19th and December 31st will be refunded in full. And that means all engagement rings, loose diamond and gemstones, jewelry and gifts could all be free.
Shop Clark's Diamond Jewelers this Christmas and let it snow diamonds.
Everything seems to be getting more and more expensive these days. And it's the same for your heating bills. Since it will cost more to heat your home this winter, USA Insulation wants to give you control over your utility bills. Our premium injection foam keeps the cold outside and your warm, comfortable air inside, right where it belongs. Call now for a $500 early bird discount, plus low monthly payment plans.
USA Insulation.
Norman, bad news. I never graduated from med school.
What?
But the good news is, it's the Xfinity Hello 2023 sale. Now hurry, and you can get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month. Plus, when you add Xfinity Mobile, you get the best price for 2 lines of unlimited.
I gotta get this deal.
And for a limited time, get $500 back. I don't want to miss that.
That's amazing, Doc.
Drop everything. Get to the Xfinity Hello 2023 sale. Click, call, or visit a store today.
Those are snow plows. I was wondering at the beginning, I wasn't quite sure. The Washington Department of Transportation getting into the holiday spirit as they prepare to hit the roads tomorrow as we have another round of snow on the way. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to find out how much snow we're going to get.
Oh, they are going to be busy. Let's start off with the cold, though. We're over the hump of the coldest weather. Here's a look at wind chills this morning around the region. Bonners Ferry and Addy was some of the coldest readings at 33 below, but Spokane 31 below at Spokane International Airport this morning with the wind chill, 29 below in Coeur d'Alene. It felt like 26 below this morning in Deer Park. So things are warming up a little bit. Here's the actual temperatures for Spokane. Our high temperature today, just 4 degrees. We started the day off at 10 degrees below zero. Not a record, 15 below our record set back in 1983. Sunset today was at 2 minutes after 4. We're in the 4 o'clock hour now. Temperatures will be increasing. Here's 4 things to know. They'll be increasing overnight and through the day tomorrow. We are still, however, in the dangerous wind chill category overnight tonight and through tomorrow morning, and it is going to be a really tough day for travel on Friday. I cannot emphasize that enough. No matter which direction you're going, it's even difficult to time when the best time will be, particularly, well, any direction you go, you may not only run into trouble on the road, but they may shut the pass down for extended periods of time, which could really foul up your travel day. So prepare for that possibility. Snow and freezing rain to blame for those travel problems. And then we have more snow and some freezing rain and maybe just some rain for Christmas Eve and right on into Christmas Day. Forecast radar for Thursday. We're heading into Friday morning. Here's Friday at 4 a.m. with snow across the entire region. If you do have to go east, might just want to pack up the car and go now, and then that snow will be moving in early in the morning. That's going to ramp up through mid-morning, and then finally by about noon, we'll see some breaks in the Columbia Basin, but keep it going around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, 2 to 4 inches of snow. Then we start to see that freezing rain developing in the Columbia Basin and possibly down into the LC Valley by 6 o'clock tomorrow night. The forecast for freezing rain is generally fairly light around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, 1/100 of an inch, with some heavier freezing rain accumulation down in the Columbia Basin, and even more problems the further west you go into the passes and on the west side. And that will continue through Saturday afternoon. Our chance of freezing rain Friday through Christmas Day is fairly low for North Idaho, the Northeast Mountains, and then increases as you head west. Lows tonight, single digits, and some locations below 0. Friday's highs will be back up in the teens and 20s in most spots. We've got travel trouble tomorrow and a weather alert day. Christmas Eve, more snow, possibly mixed with freezing rain, a wintry mix on Christmas Day, and then we're looking at just rain next week. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. Heating your house during this winter blast will cost about 17% more than last year. That's according to the National Energy Assistance Directors Association. It says that the average cost of keeping a house warm this winter is about $1,200. Analysts say surging prices for natural gas and electricity are the main factors. Meanwhile, about 1 of every 6 U.S. families are behind on their utility bills. New tonight at 6, a remote community in western Alaska came together to help an infant who needed to be medevaced over the weekend. But the runway lights at the local airport were broken. Fortunately, one quick-thinking airport worker knew just what to do. ABC's Zorin Shah has the story.
Less than 40 miles from the Arctic Circle, a small community from an Alaskan town of 160 people gathering together to help save a baby's life. The wind chill dipping to minus 20 degrees. Airport worker Calvin Moto, the only maintenance operator for the town's airport, getting a call that a plane needed to land to get the baby airlifted to another clinic.
It was pitch black out there.
But he had one big problem. The runway lights at the airport had been out for over a week. That meant no planes in or out in the dark.
If anything were to be done, we were going to have to all get together and do this.
And that's what they did, gathering 150 people in below freezing temperatures to light the runway with 30 ATVs, cars, and snowmobiles, letting the plane land to pick up the baby. Replacing every runway light was a vehicle, lighting the way so the plane could land.
It felt really good once that plane took off.
The baby's parents deeply grateful for the holiday heroes.
Almost everybody sat there on their vehicles and paused just watching the plane leave. Extremely grateful.
The baby's mom also said it was emotional to see that community come together, but it felt like they were committed to making sure her child got help. Zorin Shah, ABC News, Los Angeles.
The committee in charge of investigating the January 6th insurrection released their full report. We break down some of the key testimonies in their report next on 4 News Now at 6.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Kylie and I are excited to show you the rugged good looks and adventurous spirit of this all-new Subaru Outback.
It has a roomy interior and almost 9 inches of ground clearance that make on- or off-road driving fun.
Plus, Subaru's legendary safety features like symmetrical all-wheel drive and EyeSight driver assist technology.
Visit ParkerSubaru.com or drop by the dealership to learn why Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 8 years running.
Right now, it's the Subaru Share the Love event. Visit Parker Subaru in Coeur d'Alene.
The big New Year's Eve party is at Chewelah Casino with 3 sets of cash drawings. Play your favorite games to earn your entries for your chance to win your share of over $15,000 in cash prizes. And this Saturday, you could earn bonus entries just by playing with your Sun Club card. Party, play, and win on December 31st during our 3 sets of drawings. Dance in the new year with cash prizes at Chewelah Casino. Learn more at ChewelahCasino.com.
Hi, I'm John Butler with Century 21. Welcome to the beautiful Gem Shores Estate here in Hayden Lake, the most premier waterfront property for sale in North Idaho. This 8,600 square foot masterpiece is designed with the most unique furnishings from all over the world. Every piece has a history and a story to tell. When this home sells, the furniture must go. Consign Furniture in Liberty Lake is the only company we refer our clients to. Our clients deserve the best, and Consign Furniture delivers every time.
It's the NBA on Christmas Day. See the first that I feel like I might call it play.
It's NBA Christmas Day. 5-star studded matchups all day long, beginning at noon on ESPN and ABC.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Are you okay? Someone help! Hello?
Without 340B, hospitals and clinics could close. Tell your member of Congress to keep 340B working for our community.
4 News Now is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
The House Select Committee investigating the deadly attack on the Capitol released its final report today. It comes as Democrats are poised to lose control of the House come early January, and Republicans are pledging to investigate the January 6th committee. ABC's Jay O'Brien explains what's in the report.
The House January 6 committee releasing this transcript of Cassidy Hutchinson, a Trump White House aide and one of the most powerful committee witnesses, shedding new light on the intense pressure she says she faced. Hutchinson telling the committee under oath that Stefan Passatino, the lawyer provided to her by the Trump team and who had served as an ethics lawyer in Trump's White House, had told her, "I don't want you to perjure yourself, but I don't recall isn't perjury. They don't know what you can and can't recall." Passatino in a statement to ABC News saying those accusations are not true. Hutchinson also claiming an aide to Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, told her Meadows knows you'll do the right thing tomorrow and that you're going to protect him and the boss. The revelations come the same week the Select Committee voted to refer Trump, his lawyer John Eastman, and others to the Justice Department for potential criminal prosecution.
Those in favor say aye. Aye.
Speaker Nancy Pelosi saying the January 6 committee's work is the result of an investigation by the 117th Congress that began with a violent assault on democracy almost 2 years ago.
We have a vital roadmap ensuring justice will be done and that this won't happen again.
Most House Republicans, though, unmoved by the committee's findings, leader Kevin McCarthy even vowing to investigate the January 6 committee itself when Republicans take control of the House in January. Jay O'Brien, ABC News, Washington.
New at 6 tonight, the House passed a bill that would change how the IRS audits presidential tax returns. The new bill would require the IRS to audit a president's tax returns quickly and then release them to the public 90 days after filing. The vote is largely symbolic because the Senate is unlikely to take up the bill before a new Congress is sworn in next year. It comes days after the House Ways and Means Committee released a report showing former President Donald Trump's taxes were not properly audited while he was in office. The Senate also passed a $1.7 trillion bill to finance federal government and aid Ukraine through September. The bill now heads to the House, where lawmakers are hoping to vote on the bill before a partial government shutdown begins Friday at midnight. Supporters say the bill will boost national security with a 10% increase slated for defense programs, but others criticize the amount of overall spending, with the country already facing a $31 trillion national debt. Well, we have much more coming up tonight at 6:30, including a look at how the upcoming winter storm could impact your holiday travel plans. That's ahead.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Even now, through it all, we are resilient, reaching out, sharing stories, safely helping, even from home. We we'll get through this together. And when we do, our communities, our country will need us more than ever. We are part of something bigger. We are Senior Corps.
Are you ready to take the plunge with us on New Year's Eve? Be here at Coeur d'Alene Casino on Saturday, December 31st from 10 p.m. to midnight for our $75,000 Penguin Plunge New Year's Eve giveaway. You could be one of 40 winners to start 2023 with prizes between $1,200 and $5,000 cash. Plus, dance your way into the new year with our free live music in the Nighthawk Lounge. Penguin big this New Year's Eve, only at Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Sub-zero temperatures are expected now through the upcoming holiday season, and we want to help you be prepared. Keep your thermostat set at 70 degrees. Let faucets in your home drip. Cover hose bibs. Keep garage doors closed. Have space heaters on hand. And remember, Bill's Heating and Air will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, should you have issues at all. Happy holidays from your Bill's Heating and Air family.
'Tis the season to get great gifts you can enjoy all year long from the pros at Snow's Auto, like remote car starts, $40 off. New tonneau covers for the truck, 20% off. WeatherTech floor mats marked down. Or crank up the sound with a brand new head unit and get a free set of coax speakers or a Cerwin Vega bass package for $299. It's time to buy the best gifts everyone wants this week at Snow's.
Next, ET.
This is your captain speaking.
It's ET's Top Gun Takeover. As Maverick lands in your living room.
Let's not take it for granted.
The year's biggest blockbuster now streaming.
I'm trying to deliver for you, okay?
We're behind the scenes of the sequel over 30 years in the making.
Just a little push.
Plus, our flashback to the set of the original. Next, ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30. Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, today is a 4 News Now weather alert day, and we have another one tomorrow as we have another winter storm slowly making its way into our area. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker at the First Alert Weather Center, who's been tracking the storm all day.
Yes, and shifting our attention from the cold and the wind chill that will still be with us through tomorrow morning, but it is beginning to ease, and now we're talking about snow and freezing rain. A 4 News Now weather alert day for Friday. It's a big travel day, and we have got this hazard that is going to be affecting the entire northwest region. If you are traveling over any of the mountain passes, any day trip from the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, you are going to run into trouble all day on Friday. Matt Gray will help us see if there's any windows, and the news is not good in just a moment. We have a winter weather advisory from 4 in the morning on Friday until 10 o'clock Friday. It looks like the heaviest snow is going to be between the early morning hours and about 4 in the afternoon. 2 to 4 inches of snow in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene on already snow-packed and icy roads. 3 to 6 in the central panhandle. Some heavier snow down on the Palouse, and it is light snow and freezing rain down in the Tri-Cities, the LC Valley. We do still have a wind chill advisory, something to keep in mind as you are traveling. If you run into travel problems, either getting stuck on the pass or, heaven forbid, you slide off the road, it is going to be cold. So you're going to want to have a winter emergency kit in your car. Dangerous wind chills as low as 20 below. That goes until 11 on Friday. Temperatures right now in the single digits and even below 0 in some locations. We're just about as cold as we're going to get, and we're going to start to see those temperatures slowly increase overnight. But we are still dealing with double-digit below 0 wind chills in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene. Look at Lookout Pass, 34 below. There, it's 17 below wind chill in Sandpoint. Your Friday planner, we are going to slowly continue to warm up into the teens with a chance of snow really throughout the entire day. Again, it is going to make travel conditions very difficult around the region by car, and that's where meteorologist Matt Gray picks up our coverage. Matt?
All right, thank you, Chris. And we'll start off tonight with taking a look at our mountain passes. Don't worry, we'll get there eventually. There we go. And hey, things are looking okay for now, but in the Cascades, we expect things to start to deteriorate here in the coming hours as that next storm begins to move into the region. And as far as Friday goes, things are not going to improve. In fact, we expect things to get worse because this is a pretty warm storm system coming in, but it's overshooting the top of all this cold Arctic air that we have sitting here. That is going to begin over on the west side. So if you were heading, say, towards Seattle, towards Vancouver, towards Portland, into the Willamette Valley for Christmas time this weekend, Friday is not a day that you need to be traveling that direction. I'll show you here why. You see these temperatures here where we have above freezing temperatures right off the coast. You have temperatures well into the teens and 20s on the west side. And then, of course, our bitter cold Arctic air over here. And so all that warm air is going to ride over the top. That is a perfect recipe for freezing rain, and that is exactly what we are going to see around Portland, Vancouver, the Willamette Valley. We're talking about a potentially historic ice storm. It is going to be a total disaster tonight into tomorrow, and that ice is actually going to be moving up the Columbia Gorge as that warm air tries to push up the river, and eventually we'll see a little bit of ice by Friday night in the Tri-Cities. So I-84, absolutely not. We're also going to see potential for ice and a lot of difficult travel conditions from Snoqualmie Pass down into Seattle on I-90 as well. So there is going to be a lot going on and a lot of slipping and sliding that you don't want to be a part of. That is for sure. So Friday, no-go headed west. Saturday is not going to be great either, but that's because we're going to see some freezing rain around the Columbia Basin and around other parts here of the inland Northwest. And Chris is going to have more on that a little bit later. And so the improvement for heading west of Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, that's going to be on Sunday, but you still have to use caution. It's a little bit better headed east. You got the snow on Friday. We warm up on Saturday. Still a little bit of slushy conditions out there by Christmas Day. Heading over into Montana, things look to be much improved. Kirsten?
Matt, like you're just saying, these extreme winter weather conditions lead to slippery situations, and that leads to crashes just like the one you see in this picture. When it gets really bad, the Department of Transportation requires snow chains. And if you're traveling this weekend, you're going to want to make sure you know how to use them properly. Tonight at 6:30, our Peter Choi has an easy-to-follow tutorial.
Putting chains on tires isn't something I learned growing up, but if you are planning on traveling over mountain pass to spend Christmas, you should carry chains and know how to properly put them on. Without chains, you might get stuck or even hurt because your tires don't have the traction they need in extreme conditions.
Definitely be prepared. Learn how to put the tire chains on. That way, when you are in a situation
you don't want to deal with during the holiday season,
where if you're trying to go over the pass or if you are stuck and you need the extra traction to get unstuck or you anticipate being stuck.
A local auto shop mechanic says putting tire chains starts with instructions first.
It will be different from one brand to another depending on design and type.
Untangle the chains and place them onto your front tire facing in the right direction. The front of the chains need to face forward, then wrap them up over the tire.
Trying to keep them as centered as possible and trying to keep these cables straight across the tire. So then when we go to tension the chain and add tension to the chain assembly, holding it to the tire, we don't have a loose spot.
For this cable tire chain, make the first chain connection from the inner tire. And you gotta adjust a little bit.
If I can actually get this on all the way. Oh, so close.
And the second connection from the outer tire.
Put this in. I think we're going to go to number 3 here.
Now, once you install the chain, try driving a few feet to make sure they're properly secure to your tires and gripping the road. Drive slow, no more than 30 miles per hour when your tires have chains on. Washington State Patrol says most of mountain passes have designated chain-up areas on the shoulder. In Spokane, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
Well, if you're hitting the roads this weekend, you'll be happy to know that gas prices are dropping. In Spokane County, you can expect to pay around $3.64 a gallon. That's down 13 cents from last week. Prices are even better in Kootenai County, where you can expect to pay around $3 a gallon. That is 20 cents less than last month's average. And according to new data from the Energy Information Administration, gas demand increased over last week, but increased supply is allowing prices to drop. AAA says if this trend continues, we will most likely see pump prices decrease through next year. Still ahead, there's a growing number of parents who are skipping the toys this Christmas, and they want you to do the same. Why they say it could help teach your kids a valuable lesson coming up. And National Signing Day is over, but Washington State football still has a lot of work to do. We break down what's next for the Cougars coming up later in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
If you're buzzed and doing this to make yourself feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive.
Hello, I'm Lloyd Herman. If you need legal assistance due to an accident or an injury, put my 40 years of experience of dealing with the insurance companies to work for you. You'll have an appointment to speak to me within 48 hours. Lloyd Herman and Associates, 922-6600.
Jonah here. Before you decide on an SUV, I invite you to see and drive the Volkswagen Tiguan. It's impressive and it checks all the boxes. A roomy interior, plenty of cargo space with remote power liftgate. All-wheel drive, that's important in the Northwest. Solid performance, modern infotainment system with all the high-tech choices. Check out the Tiguan at your nearby Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
Attention mothers, did you take Tylenol or other acetaminophen pain-relieving products while pregnant? Recent evidence suggests children whose mothers took Tylenol while pregnant may be more likely to develop autism. Other acetaminophen products at risk include Excedrin, NyQuil, Dayquil, and other store-brand pain relievers. Researchers did a meta-analysis of 7 studies involving 132,738 pairs of mothers and children. The analysis revealed those exposed to acetaminophen had a 20% higher risk of developing autism. Children with autism have a hard time interacting with others. Those on the spectrum usually begin exhibiting social symptoms by the time they're 8 to 10 months old. Other symptoms might include only playing alone, no interest in socializing, no interest in sharing or taking turns with toys. Do not respond to their name. If your son or daughter has autism and you're worried that acetaminophen is to blame, call now for a free confidential consultation.
Please call 800-392-9483.
Have you mixed your pain meds, your sleep meds, your allergy meds? Call the Poison Helpline. Has your child swallowed household cleaner, a chip of paint, a wild mushroom? Call the Poison Helpline. Have you been bitten by a spider, a snake, an insect? Call the Poison Helpline. Poisonings can happen at the home, on the job, or in the great outdoors. Call the Poison Helpline first to speak with medical professionals who can give you free personal advice anytime. Save the number, save a life.
Guess who was braving the cold at Lookout Pass today? Not me. Santa was out at Lookout Pass. If anyone can deal with sub-zero wind chills, it's going to be Santa. It's no North Pole. Got these pictures today. Look at the bright blue skies and those squeaky snow squeaks when it's that cold. It makes a crackling noise as you break the ice crystals. It's pretty cool. And he had a friend along with, a Mrs. Claus, perhaps, enjoying, and look at the cold smoke, that soft powder blowing up in the cold conditions. They are going to be open tomorrow. There's going to be some fresh snow. It's not going to be as windy, particularly the second part of the day. 20 for a high with powder at Lookout Pass. 49 degrees north, 14 for a high tomorrow with snow and not as windy. They're reporting powder and some soft groomed conditions. Silver Mountain opened late today because of the cold, but they did open. A little bit of a breeze tomorrow with snow and machine groomed goodness there. Mount Spokane closed today for the safety of the lifties and the other folks on the mountain. That's cold, hard work, and they had 30 below wind chill this morning at Mount Spokane. Snow tomorrow. It's still going to be cold, but it'll be worth it. And at Schweitzer, 16 for a high tomorrow with snow. They were open today. Coldest I've ever been was at Schweitzer, but it was still fun. If you're bundled up and prepared, and you're going to need to stay bundled up tomorrow, it is still going to be cold. We're still looking at wind chill values below 0, particularly in the morning. It is a weather alert day, so whether you're traveling down the block to the grocery store or across the state to Seattle, you are going to run into snow and some freezing rain around the region. In Spokane, it looks like it's all snow, 2 to 4 inches. Christmas Eve, snow possibly mixed with freezing rain. We have a nice warming trend. Christmas Day, the chance of a wintry mix. It's going to be a drier day, and then it is rain on the way for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Even our overnight lows above freezing next week. One extreme to another, Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Well, with 2022 coming to a close, Mark Peterson and the Extreme team wanted to squeeze in one more project before Christmas to help one community and civil rights leader who has devoted his life to helping others. Let's send it over to Mark to see how they are helping Reverend Happy Watkins get around.
So what better day to go out and spread some Christmas cheer than when the wind chill is 21 below 0 and it's sitting at 1 degree. We're on the South Hill at Reverend Happy Watkins' home. He's now Reverend Emeritus. His son has taken over the pulpit. He's getting on in age. He needs some help. The Extreme team is here to do just that. So to get up the stairs, he needs a little help, and the railing that was there years ago has been gone. He needs help to assist himself in climbing. Also, we're putting grab bars into the bathroom so that he's more stable getting in and out of the shower and while he's in there. This is something that's easily done in homes, but it's something we came to do just for the Reverend, and we had a little help. So your kitchen table is a little wonky, moves around a little bit?
Yes.
I don't know what's up with that, but Walker's Furniture is giving you $500.
Get out of here.
To go shop for a new.
Oh.
We want you to go get a new kitchen table.
Oh, man. You kidding me?
No. Yeah. So we want to wish them the happiest of holidays and a Merry Christmas. Mr. and Mrs. Watkins have been married for a bazillion years. Now they'll get a new kitchen table, assistance to get up the stairs, and safety going in and out of the bathtub. It was a simple thing. We want to spread that cheer everywhere. So when you see your neighbors needing help, reach out this Christmas season. And just a little bit goes a long way when it comes to spreading that Christmas cheer. With what appears to be one of Santa's elves, I'm Mark Peterson on the South Hill, wishing you and yours a very happy holiday season. Mark Peterson, 4 News Now, the Extreme team.
Wow, well, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
When COVID hit, we were scrambling to figure out what are we going to do. Literally got phone call from Numerica. Hey, we just want to let you know we're here for you. We've got funding that we're sending your way. And I mean, I cried on the phone.
It's just nice to have a place that can give you some sort of stability and hope and get you back on track to where you need to be. Thank you so much for all your support. It actually means something greatly to us.
My advice to all the fathers out there, they grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
This is the kind of card that has America talking. With it, people with Medicare are getting all-in-one coverage for their doctor visits, hospital care, prescription drugs, and more. This kind of insurance, called Medicare Part C, may also cover dental care, eyeglasses, hearing aids, fitness programs, vitamins, even healthy meals and rides to the doctor. With this kind of coverage, you do not need a Medicare supplement insurance plan. You will access your benefits through your Medicare Part C plan for one low and oftentimes $0 monthly plan premium. You deserve to get the most from your Medicare benefits. Call now for free information that may help you get more coverage for less money. There is no obligation to enroll. Whether for yourself or someone you love, call the number on the screen now. Call now.
Your TV shows change. Your TV bills don't have to. Get the same bill every month for 3 years.
Dad.
The 3-year TV price guarantee, only from Dish. Tuned into you.
Dad?
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
4 News Now. Expect more on air, online, and on the app.
Well, Washington State men's basketball got away from the cold weather for the holidays. Welcome into sports. I'm Julian Minnesome. The Cougars are in Hawaii for the Diamond Head Classic. Washington State taking on George Washington University as we speak. The Cougars lead 27-23 in the first half. Muhammad Gay leads Washington State with 11 points. We will have highlights tonight of this one on Nightside. Gonzaga men's basketball has the holiday weekend off. The team is coming off one of its toughest stretches in program history. The Bulldogs have played 5 teams ranked in the top 25. Gonzaga has also dealt with players in and out of the lineup due to illness. Gonzaga head coach Mark Few says some rest and relaxation could do the guys some good.
Guys are mentally tired, they're physically tired, and it's been, I've been saying all along, this is the most difficult run we've had, in the preseason, and to have to do it with this young a team and this young a guy, guys that are kind of new to their roles and all that, and so many guys kind of having to figure stuff out. I'm really proud of them.
Gonzaga returns to action next Wednesday at home against Eastern Oregon. The Gonzaga women's basketball team is also getting some much-needed time off. The Bulldogs have played 3 games in the last 5 days, all while juggling injuries and illnesses to a number of players. Now, the group is hoping to recharge the batteries when they return to the court next week.
We do practice, of course, and we have the games, but it's just like we have the film sessions, and then we got the one-on-one film sessions with the coaches, and then we have the lunches, and then we just do so many things that people don't even realize that we do.
It is good just to take a step back and enjoy time with the family and kind of be a normal person for a little bit. We don't get a lot of that, and I know everyone's really excited for this break.
The Bulldogs take on Pepperdine next Thursday on the road. Washington State head football coach Jake Dickert will be cheering like that when the craziness of this offseason is over. Dickert just wrapped up National Signing Day. He spent today interviewing candidates for the vacant offensive and defensive coordinator positions. Dickert is hoping to have those spots filled up by January 8th. Overall, Dickert was happy with how National Signing Day went despite all the coaching staff changes.
We haven't been able to lock our knees ever and just kind of settle in, but we knew that was going to be part of this process, right? So from preparing the team for the bowl game to doing, home visits at night when we were down in the LA, to getting to this point, to securing this class, to not having any surprises is a really positive thing, especially when you have staff changes.
24/7 Sports ranks Washington State as the 59th best recruiting class for 2023. And that'll wrap us up for sports.
Julian, thank you. New tonight at 6:30, one mom is going viral on TikTok after explaining why her family is joining the No Toys for Christmas movement. ABC's Rhiannon Alley explains why other parents should try it.
For many families, it's the quintessential Christmas scene. Kids rushing down the stairs to open up their presents.
Good job.
But for Gabrielle and Carlos Flores of California and their 3 young kids, this Christmas morning will look a lot different.
What brought on the idea of not having Christmas gifts this year for your kids?
It's more of let's build a tradition so when, you know, God forbid we're not here, they will go and keep these traditions to their kids. And it's more about the giving aspect of everything and not just the presents.
Gabrielle going viral on TikTok after sharing her plan to skip traditional presents in favor of experiences. So how did the conversation go?
So we talked about different experiences. Let's do things that we can remember rather than something that's going to be thrown out in a month or two.
And she's not alone. The hashtag No Christmas Gifts trending with more than 27,000 parents who plan to do the same. Experts suggest there are pros and cons to making that decision.
There are lots of pros to going giftless. Experiences foster more gratitude. The memories of an experience live on much longer. Going giftless can have its drawbacks. Your kids may feel cheated out of a really fun holiday. This can be a really tough change for kids to accept.
As for the Flores family, they say their decision is about recognizing the true meaning of Christmas. Do you think your kids will thank you later?
I really think they're learning that Christmas is more of a holiday season about family, about traditions.
Santa!
Let's bring them back to the reality of the foundation of the spirit of magic of Christmas.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
At Furniture Row, a new year calls for a new sofa, sectional, dining group, bedroom set, mattress, and more. Because during the New Year's Super Sale, getting it all has never been easier. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings add up. Plus 4 years, no interest financing. Say goodbye to tired old designs. And hello to killer new looks at great prices. The New Year's Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
Are you looking for a credit card with rewards? The new P1 FCU Premier Rewards MasterCard is here, just in time for the holiday season. Take advantage of 0% on new purchases for 6 months. Plus, get a 1.5% unlimited cash back on purchases. No points to count, special rules, or limits. It's simple, so go on. Reward yourself with the Premier Rewards MasterCard from P1 FCU. Apply online at p1fcu.org/rewards.
Sub-zero temperatures are expected now through the upcoming holiday season, and we want to help you be prepared. Keep your thermostat set at 70 degrees. Let faucets in your home drip. Cover hose bibs. Keep garage doors closed. Have space heaters on hand. And remember, Bill's Heating and Air will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, should you have issues at all. Happy holidays from your Bill's Heating and Air family.
The black truck. Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Fire threatens everything in its path. When it threatens our communities, we respond and we bring the fight to the front line. Find out more about serving your community part-time by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Hello? Anybody there?
Please try again.
Are there any humans out there?
Let's try to get a live person.
Next Inside Edition. What happens when you try to get through to customer service these days?
Sounds like we're getting connected.
Good luck with that.
Still not a live person.
It's a slap in the face almost as a user.
Then, Tiger and Charlie, their special father-son bond. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
We talked a lot about freezing rain and snow, but we still have some dangerous cold. Here's a look at current temperatures around the region. We have some sub-zero readings, and of course the wind chill values are what are really causing problems. Feels like it's 17 below at Liberty Lake right now, 20 below in Hayden. Around the region, wind chill readings 20 below in Coeur d'Alene, 19 below in Sandpoint.
And Chris has been telling us about more snow on the way. It's a good idea to tune into Good Morning Northwest tomorrow morning starting at 5.